And that just goes to show how much I didn't know, because now I'm just like, oh my God, like I thought I was like decent, and like there's just so many small things that he picks apart. But at the same time, he's a great coach. He doesn't come in and get you and be like, you guys are all wrong. Like, he's already working with the things that we're good with and mixing them up, you know, and taking every different fighter as an individual and teaching us. So you know, I think it's just really tightening everything up, you know, feeling more relaxing, realizing I don't have to throw a bomb on every single punch. And, you know, especially in MMA, you got to find that distance, touch him, touch him, touch him. Like, I can throw a hard punch anytime, you know, it's all about, you know, getting to the right angle and the right footwork to throw my hard punch. So, you know, that's amazing. Obviously, you know, adding the kicks, the knees, the combos, just the leadership and the mentality he also brings to the team, you know, has just been amazing. So even my last fight, like, I felt way more comfortable just in there. Like, I felt like I was drilling, you know, it was an everyday, normal day. I think you're gonna see me start throwing a lot more straighter punches, you know, my looping punches and everything, and like the big overhands and stuff that we throw in MMA are always gonna be there. But you know, I think it's just helped me really in every way, and, you know, definitely just with confidence too, you know, knowing that I have a coach and, you know, a skill and a system that I like really believe in, like that does wonders. Seeing all my teammates do good, you know, through the Bang Muay Thai system, you know, it's just amazing, and it just gives you that certain confidence also. So
excellent. And I have another question for both of you. What would you say is your biggest weakness at the moment? How are you strengthening and working on that?
Mine would be judo, obviously. But you know, actually, I've been talking to a gal named Lucy. She won the Olympics in judo right around my weight in this last year, and yeah, we've been talking, and so, you know, I may be looking to work with her a little bit in preparation for this next fight. You know, I'm always trying to learn, I'm always trying to get better, and you know, that's one area I'm not very developed in, so I would love to expand my skill set in that area.
Excellent.
I would say, you know, honestly, being totally honest with myself and with you guys, of course, I would say my wrestling is like my weakest, which is funny because I'm a wrestling background, you know, New Mexico state champ, you know, I mean, doesn't get much higher level than New Mexico wrestling, I'll tell you that much. But I was a New Mexico state champ, you know, that's my background, and it seems like I never use my wrestling, I can never take anyone down, and I think that just, like, I improve every day going with the best wrestlers in my gym. But these guys are so much better wrestlers than me that I have to use my striking all the time, and it goes there in a fight. So, you know, I'm definitely working on just at least looking for takedowns and going for them and getting in there. And I think the fights I have lost against Mighty Mouse and Dominic Cruz, we're about the same level wrestler, but they've out-wrestled me, and that's really the reason I lost. So, you know, just takedowns in general, and I feel when I get on top of someone, you know, it's a wrap, and I feel really comfortable on anyone on top. So once I can get the fight there, you know, I think it's going to bring a whole other aspect to my game. So just working on that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
First of all, I want to say, Miesha, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
But secondly, I was wondering if either of you have had any experience with superstitions or any weird rituals fighters might have in the gym or before they fight or anything like that.
I like cupcakes. I have to have one waiting for me after my fight in my locker room, because I'm usually like crazed for one at that point. I'm usually deprived for about 6 weeks, and that's about my limit. So that's about the only ritual I have. I do like to pray before I go out, you know, it just kind of eases my mind and gives me that sense of ground, and that's about it. Just remember to have a good time.
I'm going to recommend a new ritual for you that you should do. I always thought this would be awesome, and if you guys are with me, you know, let it be known. I think when you go out, your boyfriend, Brian Caraway, UFC Bantamweight, is cornering you, and you guys hug. I think you guys should just go all make out style. Like, how funny would that be if, like, she's like all serious, Brian's all serious, you know, like kind of nervous, very tense, and you're like, say bye to your corner, and you and Brian just go all out.
I was thinking the same thing. That's so funny about you and Dwayne.
I have a joke, Dwayne is totally would not be down with that. Like, he already hates us, like, when I, like, slap his butt. Like, he looks at me, like, so he wouldn't be down. A few of the other guys on the team, I mean, I'm not going to mention any names, but they'd totally be down. I'm not going to mention any names, Justin Buckles. But I know they'd totally be down. But I just think that would be awesome. Like, they'd be like, what is going on? You just go in there and you're all pumped up about it. You feel good. You know? So I think that'd be good. As far as me, no superstitions. You know, not really. My superstition is train hard, have a good training camp, and just be relaxed as possible as I can.
Weird rituals though?
Huh?
Do you have any weird rituals?
Not really, you know, like, I can't really say I do. Like, every fight's just new to me. Like, it's like another day to me, and that's how I try to take every fight, even though it's a big day and I've worked so hard for it. Like, I just try to treat it like, this is another day, like, let's go out and do this. You know, I can't, you know, really think too much into it, so.
Another day, another dollar.
Yes.
All right, we got about 5 minutes left with these two fine fighters here. Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, first off, Miesha.
I love the shirt.
Thank you very
Awesome.
much. So when you beat Ronda in December, what's your thoughts on you potentially doing the super fight with Cyborg?
Well, you know what? I think a true fighter is down to fight anybody, you know what I mean? And I know that would be a big challenge, but fighting Ronda is a big challenge. I think everybody's super tough. Like, the girls that they've been signing are really, really top caliber women, so I don't think I'm gonna have any easy fights, and you know, the chance to go in there and be the first person to beat Cyborg, to me, would be worth it. So I would for sure take the fight, you know, but I would prefer her to come down to 135. Did you say a catch weight or just a super fight?
Well, just what would you want to do? Because you got catch
Oh, yeah.
weight, her come down to you.
I would definitely want her to come down, just because I don't walk much above 135, and she's already obviously has a huge strength advantage, so I mean, that would be fair in my opinion.
I totally agree. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Hi guys, my name's Will, big fan of both of you guys, like damn. Joe, you on Ultimate Fighter, man, you're my secret weapon I pull out. You know, I'm always trying to fight some other guys, but anyways.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
As a fighter, you know, everybody has to start somewhere, and you know, everybody experiences loss, but what I want to know is, before you guys got on to the big fame, how did you guys keep that motivation when you were up and comers, you know what I mean, to keep that mind right, so that, you know, it didn't bother you getting your head in a fight, you know? Just wondering how you guys keep that state of mind.
I mean, I think it's almost easier actually when you're at the bottom to like really keep that motivation, because you have so far to go. You know, it's like as you get closer to the end of it, it's like, you know, or closer to your goal, you know you're like almost there. So like your motivation like turns into like, you know, pride and just energy. But like when I was very first starting, like I was just like all about it, and the fact that Dana White like didn't want anything to do with women's MMA really pissed me off, and it motivated me a lot more. So you know, everyone telling me no and like saying, you know, it couldn't happen was very motivating, and I'm really proud to be standing here today and be saying to Dana White, I told you so.
I 100% agree with Miesha too. Like, the motivation's at all-time high when you're up and coming, because, you know, especially with me, you know, being a teammate, you know, with Faber, and being able to, like, you know, start with him and see, you know, what he had and what it really took to get there, and how hard, you know, he worked. Like, it gave me great inspiration, you know, to look at him and be like, you know, I need to be there someday as well. And, you know, I had someone that was in that position that I wanted to be in, you know, to look at and take example of every single day. I moved to California from New Mexico. Shout out Las Cruces, New Mexico. I love you guys if anyone's watching. So I moved, so that was just motivation for me too, like, not to go back, you know, like, I was like, there's no way I'm going back, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna succeed, and like, that's all there is to it. Like, I wasn't gonna take no for an answer. So it's just, you know, being inspired to like, when you're up and coming, to be where you want to be, and you know, it makes it pretty simple for me anyway.
Right, and it's like when you first get started, you feel like you have so much ground to cover that you can't like stop. You know, you've got to just train every day, all day long, and then once you get there, it's more of like a maintaining. So it's just a different. I mean, it's not like you lose motivation, but it's just so hungry when you have nothing yet, and then as you get rewarded and you get rewarded, it's more like you just kind of take that in and you're just enjoying and kind of basking in the fact that you worked so hard to get there, and then you're just working hard to stay there.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. All right. Apologies to Tommy Toho, because we only have time for one more question. Yes, ma'am. You have the final say.
Make it good.
Okay, one for both of you guys. What is your guys' opinion on early stoppages? one for Joseph. What's
Oh,
your favorite
shit.
thing to do
Don't
on
get me
April
started.
27th? And for Joseph Benavidez Day. And then for you, Miesha, any advice you would give to girls coming up in MMA gyms where there's basically only guys?
Yeah, let me start with that one before I get all heated over here. You know, my big recommendation to women coming up in the sport is to take yourself seriously, because if you don't, nobody else will, you know, and people might try to tell you you shouldn't do it or you can't do it or whatever, but you just have to dig deep and believe in yourself, and you know, don't get caught up in the drama. And like I said, just believe in yourself, know who you are, stay true to yourself, you know, don't become like, you know, a groupie gym girl or anything like that, you know, just believe in yourself, come in, work every day hard, and you know, you'll gain all the guys' respect, and you'll get where you want to go for sure.
What was my question? What color underwear am I wearing? What?
You can answer that. April 27th is Joseph Benavidez Day.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do?
I do have my own day, actually. It's pretty awesome. In New Mexico, like, they gave me the key to the city and all that, which was pretty cool. Kind of, because the key to the city doesn't really do much. Like, I thought I would just like flash it to people and like be like, "What's up?" And then like they'd give me like a meal or something, or like, but apparently it doesn't do anything. Like, it just is like symbolizes you're cool. So anyway, I do have my own day, and depending on when that day falls, like, I just like to do what I do every day: is train, eat, hang out, you know, hang out with some buddies, watch some movies, listen to some music. Like, for me, day to day doesn't change too much for me, you know, unless I'm like traveling or something. But like, I'm just pretty steady, you know, as it goes. Just, I enjoy being able to eat and watch TV and listen to music and hang out with my friends.
Just reading about nutrition and the vegan lifestyle, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Eating Luna bars.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. You've been a great crowd. Don't forget the fighters.